Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing selections for Monday, the 14th of October. Well, a quick recap on Saturday's performance. Well, the horses that came placed, a couple of them were actually a little bit lucky. King's Lynn came seventh, paying out the first seven, and then the nap of the day. And I'm going to tell you a couple of things now. The nap of the day, Letterston Lily just about sums the look up for the channel or the selections recently. Went to the first, jinked unseated rider. Didn't even get a run for the money. Disappointing after that. Terrorise didn't do a great deal. I think we got a couple of placed after that as well. For those of you that placed the football bet, I should tell you how we was unlucky with the football bet as well. But these things happen. So I think it was Crawley and Shrewsbury match. That was at least over 2.5 goals. I turned it off after over 2.5 goals. Decided to watch the other two on the red dot. Red dot, I mean, as in flash score. So Doncaster versus Crewe finished 1-1. There was also a disallowed goal in the game for, I think it was, in fact, I don't know who it was for. So that unfortunately would have took it to over 2.5. But unfortunately, it was disallowed. And the other match finished, I think that also finished 1-1. Was it 1-1? It was either 1-1 or 1-0. But MK Dons had 2 goals disallowed. It's like, really? So I just thought I'd let everyone know that I killed a robin about a fortnight ago, and it looks like that actual superstition, bad luck, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it works. Yeah. So no, I'm just kidding. Things couldn't be any shocking. God, I couldn't even speak. Crikey, that was one high up Robin. So let me get into Monday's selection. So I do actually like the look of these. They're interesting. There's interesting angles, and there is one that's never run before, which I do like the look of, although it may be tenderly handled because it's never run before and it's quite an expensive horse. But I'll talk you through it anyway. So I will be having the free bet from Sky Bet. I'll probably be placing all of it, I think. So it'll be, I think it works out, yeah, it works out to 25 pence each way, lucky 15. The only reason I'm having that kind of bet is because it's purely a free bet. So let me get into it. So the first selection is Monopolize at 12-1 in the 5.15 at Kempton, paying 5 places instead of 3. If you go back about 18 months, this horse could definitely take a very decent hand in this race. I believe it was trained by Ed Walker. It's still owned by Lawrence Bellman, the relatively famous, well, not famous, relatively well-known yellow and blue colours. Regularly ridden and trained by the Lockernanes, a lot of Lawrence Bellman's horses. Well, I think this horse has got a chance. It's run twice this year, only average runs, but it's run on the turf. It's shown some decent form about a year to 18 months ago for Ed Walker on the all-weather. I'm thinking they may be looking for this horse to do a bit of something on the all-weather this autumn, stroke winter, stroke early spring. So I find it interesting. I think it's a dreadful race, and this is why I've gone that far down. Because I expected it when I went that far down the betting. I thought, oh, we'll get 20s here. Well, it may end up being 20s, but I do think 12-1 is a reasonable price. Billy Lochnane straight from riding in Keelan, I believe, when he came second on a horse with just one ride for George Bowie. So maybe coming here a little bit full of confidence. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the first selection, Monopolize. The second selection is Hawaiian King at 10-1 in the 5.45 at Kempton. So this horse costed £200,000. I think it was pounds, 200,000 anyway. The dam is Flutter. That's an unraced horse or unraced dam for Aidan O'Brien. There's plenty or lots of speed in the pedigree, both on both the dam side and the sire side. Plenty of 6 furlong speed. The sire was one of the top. I don't really know too much about Japanese horses. I don't really follow too much international, but I think it cost 12 million yen, and I ain't got a clue how much that is. It might be a tenner for all I know. 12 million yen to be sired by this horse. This horse, as I said, it comes with a hefty price tag. It's entered I think it's in the Irish 2,000 guineas next year. Plenty of 6 furlong speed, although this is over a mile, so you can guarantee it's probably, with it going to the 2,000 guineas, it'll be wanting a mile. Plenty of 6 furlong speed. So I do like the look of this horse. It's I always get confused with the trainer. Not Edward. I can't remember anyway. Have a look. In fact, I tell you now. In fact, I can't tell you now. It normally does a drop down, but it's too early. I do like the look of it anyway. In fact, hang on one second. I'm just going to flick to another screen. I should tell you exactly who trains it and who rides it tomorrow. So it's in the 5:45, and it's Charles Hills. That's it. I was going to say Charles Hills, because I always get Charles Hills and Ed Walker mixed up for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't know what either of them look like. And then it's ridden once again by Billy Loughnane. So the third selection, as you can see, is Maharaja's Express at 13-2 in the 4:25 at Wolverhampton, paying 4 places instead of 3. So I've been watching this horse because I did tip it one of the times when it was travelling well, but found absolutely nothing at Chester. Well, I think they've actually just been getting this horse ready on the turf in atrocious ground and getting it fit. It's a horse that does travel well. It's a horse that, once again, about a year ago, this horse was, I think it's rated 67 now, and I think it was something like 80 or 82, around about a year ago. And it was very competitive off that mark. I think Patrick Morris is very shrewd, so I think with the price being 13-2, it's probably going to end up being 3-1 favourite if it's got a chance, or 20-1 if it hasn't. But no, I do like the look of it. It's one of them that should be mid-pack, travelling well, and hopefully get into contention as they turn the final bend at Wolverhampton. Yeah, I do like the look of it, and I think it's got a decent chance. And finally, I'm going for this horse. The horse is Messafi at 3-1 in the 5:30 at Wolverhampton, paying 4 places instead of 3. I was looking at a number of horses in this race, and there's so many question marks. And I kept going. What I did, I looked at the top of the market. I always look to see what chance the favourites got, and then I always try and find something that can beat it. And I kept going further and further down the card, and I'm like, well, I don't fancy anything. So I thought I'd gradually work my way back up again. And the second and third favourites, in my opinion, are way too short. So I think this 3-1, I think it could go. I think you could be talking maybe 2s on the day. I think it's got a cracking chance. It's been dropped back by a furlong in trip when it showed a lot of pace on the outside last time. It had got decent form beforehand, and I think this horse has got every chance tomorrow. Which you've got to say it's got every chance because it's the favourite. But I do. If you were to look at my selections and say, there, Charlie, I just fancy one, just a couple of quid just to win, I'll probably point you in the direction of Messafi tomorrow. Yeah, I think 3-1's okay. As part of it, each way look 15. If it wins, I know it's not the first leg, but if it wins, all of a sudden it turns into a 75 pence each way patent if that horse wins. So yeah, so I always like to try and tuck a short one in just to boost up the win and each way side of the bet. So those are the 4 selections. So if you do me a favour, just before you go, it's Red Car Races on Friday. The ground, I believe, is currently soft, heavy in places, and there's some rain forecast. So if you give me a like or a subscribe to the channel, and then you will be you'll definitely receive the red card tips. It's just that I don't know how many videos there'll be this week because the racing's a bit in and out. It's a bit dodgy, to be fair. And just to show you how odd I thought it was, I went through the cards and I kept seeing soft, heavy rain forecast, and obviously there were some more weather meetings. So I clicked on Hereford, clicked on it. The going's good to firm in places, and they watered. What's that? I don't know if they mean the Hereford that's well, I'm going to embarrass myself with my geography now. Hereford is in like Wales, England border somewhere. Hereford, Shrewsbury. I may be wrong. Put in the comments if I'm completely wrong. Anyway, so I wish you the very best of luck. If you can give the video a like, I would really appreciate it. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.